Today, we are going to be reviewing Keanu Reeves' John Wick workout.
So if we're getting officially started with the workout, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a warm-up, which is definitely needed because there is a lot going on, not only with Keanu Reeves as John Wick doing all the stunts he does. He needs to be mobile, he needs to be ready, he needs to have injury prevention because he can't get injured. So
And
warm-ups are
something
essential.
that shocked me playing off of the warm-ups, Keanu Reeves is 60 years old.
I'm 60, dude.
And he's John Wick, so he has a lot to be happy about.
Absolutely.
He has a long legacy, a huge filmography, and he's been in a lot of action classics over the years. Of course, there's John Wick, there's The Matrix, there's my personal favorite, Point Break. So,
Speed.
Speed.
Can't forget Speed.
Yeah. And you need a body that's very agile, very mobile, because in addition to all the action sequences, you have the long hours, remembering the lines. I mean, there's a lot of stress involved, not only physically, but mentally as well. So warming up goes a long ways to ensure you're getting the most mileage out of your body. And to make everything just a little bit easier, we are logging all of the exercises, sets, and reps in our newly released Buff app available in the Play and App Store, as you can see right here. And you can also find this workout in the app. You can either go to Brandon or myself's profile, you can copy the workout, and you can perform it yourself. So it's making it way easier for us, and we hope it makes it way easier for you as well.
So first off, we're gonna be doing some bird dogs, and it's gonna be more of a circuit, so it's gonna be bird dogs into the world's greatest stretch, and then right into some leg swings. So bird dog's pretty simple. It's all about slow controlled movements, activating the core, stabilizing the position in this almost like tabletop position here, and then straightening your leg and arm, opposite leg and arm out in front of you and behind you there.
Someone said something really good is you almost want to imagine you're trying to balance a glass on your lower back as you're performing this movement.
There we go, nice. So this is kind of done in a circuit. Right from that, we're gonna go right onto the world's greatest stretch, which is essentially kind of this lunge position. You could do it without an elevated foot, but we're just using this to create a little bit more of a stretch in the quad and hip flexor. And we're gonna be opening up here. And you can twist both ways too. You can twist this way and also this way, kind of depending on where you feel you're most tight, where you need to work. You can hold it for like 10 seconds, switch, go to the next side. And you can see why they call it the world's greatest stretch, because it's hitting a lot of areas all at once. And right onto some leg swings. So we're doing it the hardcore way, which is without holding on to something. Creates a lot of balance. This is very John Wick. A lot of balance, stability. There we go. That was tough. Balance is an issue.
And that shows the importance of making sure that balance, stability, mobility is a constant part of your routine. That's what me and Brian were saying beforehand, is you think of all these superheroes, these action characters in movies. You got your John Wicks, you got your Bruce Waynes. In reality, all their free time would have to be spent doing this.
Yeah.
With what they put their bodies through on a nightly basis. It'd be nothing but recovery, mobility, stretching, warm up. And a lot of times that's not the most exciting thing.
Even like now,
you know,
just showing
right?
this is like, okay, this is it.
But it is so important. You
Yep.
can't even be stressed enough. I know with us getting older, you begin implementing a lot more warming up and stretching, and immediately you see your lifts improve. You see your physique improve because you're capable of more. So I'm really happy so far seeing Keanu Reeves implements a lot of this, and it makes sense because he's 60 years old still doing the John Wick movies. So something's working.
So on a rating scale, warming up like this before any workout is definitely a thumbs up from the Buff Dudes for sure, because we are right with that.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay, we got the warm up out of the way, and now we're moving on to basically the official workout. And the way that Keanu Reeves' personal trainer set it up for him is in order to make it more time efficient, what he does is round. So he'll do a circuit of all the exercises once, and then he'll do it one more time for a total of 2, and then he's finished. So it's a lot of work, but thankfully it goes by pretty quickly. And the ones that we're going to be focusing on, again, is both for joint health, it's for endurance, stability, all those things a character such as John Wick would need. So we've got external rotations, bent over rows, push-ups, face pulls, hammer curls, supermans, and twisting planks. And what's so fantastic about this workout is we're using the highly underrated resistance bands. We are huge fans of resistance bands. They come in handy. You can take them anywhere. They weigh next to nothing, and you can get a killer workout in with them. And obviously, John Wick agrees. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be blowing right through those circuits one after the other.
So we are starting off with some external rotations. This is going to be performed pretty light. You don't want this to be that heavy because you really do want to try to isolate those rotator cuff muscles, the smaller muscles located kind of in the back of the shoulder area, kind of on the scapula there, and you're pulling your arm out. And you should feel a little burn there in that kind of that rear portion of the delt. These are extremely important to strengthen to help stabilize that shoulder joint. One of the main reasons why Keanu Reeves does this, because when you're putting that shoulder in a lot of positions, compromised positions, which the shoulder is the most mobile joint in the body, and it sacrifices stability for mobility and sometimes even strength. You can really feel it when it's put into certain positions, so you want to make sure it is strengthened and stable from doing exercises like the external rotations.
And John Wick needs 360 degrees of mobility to put the pistol in any position that's required for any other assassin who may be after his hide. He cannot have a compromised shoulder joint.
Yeah, he can't be like going back to shoot someone and then, you know, he can't quite do it.
God, why didn't I do external rotations?
God, why?
It only would have been a 20-minute workout. Why? So we're finished with the first exercise. Again, this is a circuit, so we're moving right on to our next one. It's going to be bent over rows with the mobility bands.
This one is performed a bit heavier, so we got the big band here. Oh yeah, this is a bit more strength. Still stabilizing in this bent over position. Your core is definitely activated. Ooh. But it is all lats, biceps, rear delts, pulling. Ooh, straight up. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, that felt good. Because you want to be mobile, you want to be stable, but you also want to be strong. So you're strengthening those muscles to, you know, hold those joints in position. Okay, right on to push-ups. Here we go. Ooh. Nice. There we go.
Now I have a theory about the John Wick series. They showed his dog, of course, but in my mind, I like to think of it. Now this is a little sad, being a kid who grew up watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but they killed Bill, man. Bill S. Preston Esquire was assassinated.
What?
Ted, he was so shell-shocked, he was so devastated. He took a new name, he became a master assassin, and the entire series is him seeking revenge for the death of his best friend. Traveling through time, taking out some of the top figures of every era. That's my version of John Wick. Keanu, if you see this, that's my pitch. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure 4, John Wick, the universes combine. It's a hit. Alex Winters.
Alex Winters, where are you, Alex Winters?
Come on, Alex.
Keanu needs you back, man.
You're a director too.
Yeah.
You have a great creative mind. Make it happen, man. The fans are waiting.
Meaning us.
Meaning two guys.
Two fans.
Yeah.
Okay, face pulls.
Excellent posterior deltoid exercise. And having performed many face pulls using dumbbells, barbells, the cable, it's a nice change of pace using the resistance bands. Same exercise, slightly different feel to it, and that can be a really great thing. Just honestly, sometimes to add a little bit more excitement in the gym when you've been working out as long as we have, doing things a new way can sometimes be the missing link. speaking of that, we are no stranger to the biceps. We're very happy to see that Keanu does do a little bicep activation. You got to holding that pistol up. So we are doing it with the hammer curls, with the resistance bands. Oh yeah. Oh. Utilizing the little trick Arnold taught us in Predator, where you always press the bicep up against the body to maximize the size, because a lot of it's the visuals too. And the circuit's not done, so we're moving right on to Superman's.
There we go, the twisting planks. They got two different motions, Superman's, twisting planks. A lot of that lower back, obliques, and that was great. That was the first circuit. That's a lot. That was quite a bit. And when it's just done back to back, I mean, you really feel it. And it feels good, honestly.
And you got to think of reviewing a workout like this. We're talking about film, so it's John Wick. So I'll mention Roger Ebert, a famous film critic. He said he liked to judge movies based upon the genre. So he's not going to lump in The Godfather with Point Break, for instance. He's reviewing them on their own. So a workout like this, are we going to use it to build muscle? Is this going to replace our normal workout? No. But as a workout to complement the jiu-jitsu, the guns, the gun training that Keanu Reeves is doing, he's got a lot on his plate. So for that, mixing this into his training routine, I would definitely give it the buff dude's thumbs up.
Absolutely. And again, he's not training to look like a bodybuilder, to look like a superhero. He's training to look like a normal guy, but a normal guy that can function very, very well in specific situations, and that being kicking some serious ass.
Hell yeah. So Keanu Reeves, buff dudes, John Wick, thumbs up.
Yeah.